Good morning, Case High School. Today's Tuesday. It's March 24th. Here we are. We're going to have a morning announcements from my home here in Rehoboth. I live about 18 minutes north of Case High School, and just like you, seems like I'm here for the long run. So I'd like to thank everyone who reached out to me yesterday after our debut morning announcements, especially teachers who got back to me talking about what they've been doing since we've been kind of sequestered. I appreciate hearing from Mr. Ferreira, Mr. DuPont, Mr. Singletary, and Mr. Parmigiano. Was really great. Great to hear their voice, but reading it in an email. But I could hear them anyway. So if you please reach out to me and tell me what you're up to. I'm really interested. It's so nice. One of the points of having these morning announcements is just to keep that connection going during this really strange time. I'm also very grateful for all the wonderful feedback I received yesterday about my first readings from the Glass Menagerie. We did scenes 1 and 2 yesterday. Today we're doing scene 3, and we'll be doing that at 1 o'clock, putting it out on Twitter and Facebook. That was a learning curve. The whole recording online and then downloading to YouTube and creating links here. And I thought it was going to be really quick, but it wasn't. It took a while. It took longer than I thought. So even in this time where I'm home, I'm still learning. I hope you're learning something too. That's one of the points of all your teachers putting together these alternate enrichment opportunities. That even though it's not school as usual, that learning still can continue in some forms. So again, I'm very grateful for all the wonderful feedback from yesterday. And please join me today at 1 o'clock. It is done asynchronously. I roll it out at 1, but you can listen to it really at any time. Yesterday's was 2 scenes. It took around 28 minutes. Today's scenes, it's just 1 scene. It's a little shorter here, but it's really interesting. So here's some news from Case High School. I just wanted to remind you about, especially for seniors, the Joseph Case High School Scholarship Trust has extended their senior scholarship applications from April 7th to April 14th. Mrs. Cookson reached out to me yesterday and gave me a thumbs up that we were promoting this. All the applications can be done online on the guidance tab at the high school spot in the school district's website, www.swanseaschools.org. I also received email from AP Advanced Placement about their plans of keeping their spring test on. It's going to look a lot different, but they're looking like they're going to go to some sort of 45-minute writing prompt in each of the subject areas. So I'll be sending out in today's Cardinal Notes the information that they sent me regarding AP. For those students who are engaged in virtual high school, it's a perfect opportunity for you to continue your study. I haven't heard anything specifically that virtual high school is not engaged. So if you're one of the 25 or so students that are engaged in virtual high school, for you, it's business as usual in that course. So I think that's a great thing. Any student who has taken advantage of the winter school opportunity, I've been in a lot of contact with you in the past week and a half on email. I get emails from my winter school students all the time about moving forward in their coursework. So we're going to extend that deadline a week too. I have to figure out how to do that in the winter school Edgenuity site, but it doesn't seem. I think it's just moving some dates ahead there. So we are going to extend that 1 week, and I'll be communicating specifically with winter school students and their families about that. So I challenged you yesterday to do something new during this strange time. For me, it was the Instagram. I thought it would be really easy to upload these morning announcements to Instagram, and it wasn't. It went to Instagram TV, and then I had to figure out how I could. I never even heard of Instagram TV. I guess it was always there, and I just didn't recognize it. But if you're on my Instagram account and you click in my bio, I include a YouTube link which I'll update every day that will include these morning announcements. So it's just one other venue. If that seems to be your social media of choice, you can check us out on Instagram by clicking on my bio information and the YouTube here. So for my Do Something New today, it's going to be digital as well. Yesterday I spoke about setting up some office hours. So setting some chunks of the day and then kind of parsing those out into like 10-minute sessions that if you want me to check in with you, I'm all in. I'll call you, I'll text you, we'll FaceTime, whatever we need to do in order to answer your questions, or maybe just talk and laugh for a few minutes together here. But I had some trouble, not so much with the Google form, but then in putting an add-on, which would eliminate a time. So if you signed up for 10:20 a.m., that time would then be removed from opportunities here. So I kind of ran out of time with that, but I have lots of time this afternoon to figure out that. So to be continued. I also I'm also looking into ways this week that we can connect maybe as a group virtually by going live on Zoom. Still working out those details. I figure we have lots of time on our hands here. Maybe experiment with some smaller meetings with either leadership or teachers, and then opening up to students. So that's coming up this week. How are we going to meet as a community together in a virtual sense? So I shared with you yesterday some of the things that I do here. One of the things, I'm a big reader. That's no spoiler alert. For my community here, and right now I'm reading the Poisonwood Bible. It was written somewhere in the 2000s, I think. It's not funny, I don't know that. Just check that. No, 1998. 1998 here. So anyway, people have been talking about this book for 20-some years, and I never read it. It's been sitting on my bookshelf staring at me for decades here, so I finally pulled it out, and I'm right now about, I don't know, maybe about 2/3 of the way through. It's an interesting read. It's definitely a serious read. But anyway, that's what I'm reading. Barbara Kingsolver's The Poisonwood Bible. So I thought I'd share that with you, and then, of course, starting at 1 today, we'll be continuing with Tennessee Williams' Glass Menagerie. So that's some of the things I'm doing. I played Pictionary with my family yesterday. My daughters were really good. My wife was really good. Me, not so good. We all kind of randomly picked teams of 2, and I seemed to be whoever got daddy was the short straw. So I wasn't a good drawer, and I wasn't a good guesser. So I can do better at Pictionary here. I finished a huge puzzle a couple days ago. I'm looking for some other puzzles to be delivered to the house, but a lot of delivery online from online shopping is delayed. It's not what it was from a couple weeks ago. Anyway, so some of the things that I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to figure out doing Google Forms appointments and the add-ons. I'm going to look more into Zoom. And I'm going to continue reading my Poisonwood Bible, and then I'm going to be reading some Glass Menagerie here. So keep checking your emails for any news from Joseph Case High School. I'm trying to send out an abbreviated Cardinal Notes each day. I'm always concerned with 2 questions, throwing them out to you. How are you doing, and what do you need? How are you doing, and what do you need? So we're here to help. We're all here to help you. So if you have questions, reach out to your teachers. You can email your teachers. They're checking their Google Classrooms each day. And again, we're here for you, and we're gonna get through it. Wearing my Case apparel from the school store. When the school store first opened, this is one of the first things I bought. It's an old hockey shirt here. I thought it was kind of cool, and I'm still celebrating being an avid Cardinal fan here. So I think that's all I got today here. Your word of the day is epistolary. Epistolary is an adjective meaning of or relating to letters, something suitable to a letter. So if you think of the novel Dracula, I thought Dracula was just kind of like an old fiction novel, and it's not. It's really just it's a series of letters back and forth with many characters in it. So my sentence for with using epistolary, the two authors maintained a relationship that was strictly epistolary. For many years, they met only in writing until one day they came face to face. Joseph Case High School will provide a safe, diverse, and nurturing environment to help students become lifelong learners with 21st century skills. Our core values are communication, authentic learning opportunities, shared responsibility and academic excellence and integrity, engagement of students as active learners, higher order thinking skills, and a strong 21st century knowledge base. This concludes today's announcements. Stay strong, stay safe, stay home. We'll see you tomorrow.